Andre Cacciatore of Nesson.com with Matt Perino of UFC.com. We're outside here at Fenway Park, but we're not talking baseball. We're talking fighting. UFC Ultimate Media Day just happened inside. Daniel Cormier, Matt, I've never seen this guy so relaxed as he gets ready to fight Volkan Oezdemir in the light heavyweight title fight. Have you ever seen, you've covered the sport longer than I have you ever seen this guy as relaxed as he did today? He was joking around, talking about his New Orleans Saints who lost last weekend. The guy just looks very relaxed. I think Oezdemir has something to be scared about.
I think there's two things at play here. Number one, Daniel Cormier has talked about it. He's got about a year left. He's in the final stage of his career. I think he's relaxed. I think he's confident that he's done everything he needs to do to secure his legacy, and now he's focused on, you know, winning title fights. And he didn't win his last one. He lost to John Jones, the biggest fight of his career, the rematch, the one that he hungered for. He lost in it. And so now he's kind of looking at it as a new start, a new chance. He's been to the mountaintop. You know, he's fought the best in the world, the pound-for-pound #1. And now, you know, Volkan Oezdemir. I mean, it's a foe he's ready for.
Yeah, he really looks like he's put that John Jones fallout behind him. He's just really focused on himself and just seems, he again, relaxes the best. He was so chill out there. It's great. You made me feel good about myself. Let's talk about the heavyweight fight real quick. Stipe Miocic, Francis Ngannous. Looking at these two guys, on Wednesday at the open workouts, Ngannou just looks bigger. I don't know. Like, he's the favorite. He's favored in Vegas right now, and I'm not surprised. What do you think?
So, you know, going into this week, you know, I've studied a lot of tape. I've looked at, you know, all of Stipe's title fights, his 5 straight knockouts. I've looked at Francis Ngannous, all of his fights in the UFC. And I'm finding a hard time finding a way that Stipe Miocic wins this fight. But then I talked to, you know, Stipe's best friend, John Vellante, today at Media Day. Spoke to Chris Weidman, the former middleweight champion. And Stipe himself, there's just a confidence that comes with being the baddest man on the planet, right? That's the big hype, the big tagline of this fight. Stipe Miocic has done it over and over again. And he thinks he's going to drag Francis Ngannou into new territory, new waters, as they say, right? And when this fight gets going and you get in the thick of it, Francis, the lights are going to be on. He's going to be fighting for the title, and he said, he talked a big game, and now he's got to back it up.
But do you think he's ever faced someone with that type of punching power? Punching power has been like the theme of this week. Everyone keeps talking about punching power. Ngannou has one of the most devastating punches in the entire UFC, in the entire world, maybe. Has he seen someone like this before? You know,
there have been some big punching power guys in the heavyweight division. Junior Dos Santos comes to mind. I've never seen anybody, you know, generate the kind of power from awkward angles and from, you know, from an uppercut. I mean, you talk about the highlight of 2017, that uppercut against Alistair Overeem that plays over and over again in the promo for this fight is one of the most crazy things I've ever seen live at a sporting event. And to see the way that, you know, it was one punch knockout power, and that's all it takes. And Stipe's got to be careful with that. You look at this fight, and what I was talking about with the tape, Stipe Miocic is a pressure fighter. He likes to get in your face, make things dirty, and against Francis Ngannou, he has proven that when guys try to do that, they struggle because of that punching power. So it's interesting to kind of see how he's going to play that game plan out in this fight. But you know what? He's the champion. He's got confidence. He's willing to step in there against Francis Ngannou, and I think at this point, he's already kind of a winner, huh?
I don't know. He's got to win that fight. And Cormier was actually talking about that punching, that knockout. He's like, he was saying he can't watch it anymore because Overeem, when he hits the ground, there's this angle where you see his eyeballs kind of just roll back, and it's just too devastating to watch. But, you know, we're going to get inside. We can get a little warm. It's too cold out here. But for all your UFC 220 coverage, keep it on Nesson.com or UFC.com.